Dougie Fresh, all you on? After Hours. Enjoy the Minority Memphis Network After Hours, April 5th, 2023. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So they dope before I dive into it. First thing first, before I head to the FedNow new payment system, they gonna launch in July. Trump said a little thing. I found the article. I should have just clicked on the tweet. He said a whole bunch of shit in the article. I bookmarked the tweet just from Watch Guru. Now I expound on it a little bit. Dogecoin. Have a look, see what Dogecoin is right there. But they are pissed on Twitter about it. Okay, all right, okay. Come on, Watch Guru. Just then, former President Trump said China will probably displace the U.S. dollar as the number one currency in the world. Don't see it happening. I woke up this morning to a text message where my guy asked me, "Is the U.S. what is it? Is we gonna stop using physical cash?" I had to break it down to that man and say, "Hell, no, that's not gonna happen." In my opinion, just with everything I know, I'm 35, I have a lot of information in my brain. Not the smartest man alive, but I know a little bit. And I don't think, just I have the feeling that the US dollar isn't going anywhere. Paper money isn't going anywhere. I had to tell them, I was like, for all this paper money going to just disappear, I know plenty of places that only take, it's reverse. You rarely hear about places that just take digital, I mean, fully digital. Everybody take cash. You telling me on a certain date that some places gonna stop taking cash. Some places no shots at no places businesses, but they only take cash as a not money laundering type thing. Uh, they keep their cash. Well, they like let's say a restaurant in the area I know that only takes cash, selling rice and chicken and shit. Who knows what they tell the tax man? How much money they probably say that restaurant operator lost every year. Get to keep all that shit. But they don't take no digital. They don't got no Uber Eats app, no paper trail. So he telling me in a couple of months they just gonna go to digital and just create a paper trail for themselves. That ain't the law. The law said I can use U.S. legal tender. I do not see that happening in the future. I had to tell my guy that. Trump just talking shit right there. Says China will probably displace U.S. dollars, no one currency in the world. I don't see that. I don't switching the scene. I don't see everybody switching to Chinese money. Hell, shit, in the Chinese what Tibu? Let Tibu tell you get a better deal. Let Timu tell you get a better deal for what is it in I keep it is it yuan Chinese yuan if you got Chinese yuan digitally. I talked about this yesterday or the day before. Yo, you can have whatever you want in your wallet. People just ain't gonna learn. Nobody want to learn the denominations. I don't know. Is one? Is that the what they call their dollars? What they change call? This is shit I gotta learn. I was born learning U.S. money. You telling me all gotta forget? We all gotta learn some new shit. I don't see that happening. But they still supposed to be putting Harry Tubman in a dollar in 20 years. That shit gonna be commemorable. It's just like, it's crazy. I see people like we getting rid of money, thing. Once upon a time, people was use change was a lot of money, and that's all a motherfucker had. Motherfucker ain't have bills and dollar bills and all that shit. Bread was like 5 cent, 10 cent. Change all you had. Then you upgraded from change into dollars and shit. The more money you made, but that was a rare thing because things were so cheap. But I don't see people like this like having. I think you go to the post office. Is that correct? Is the post office? You get your passport where you can exchange. I think I had some Canadian money back when I was a kid. You could go. I always thought I could go in there and swap that shit out. Them folks don't get no fuck. I mean, I had a total $10 bill. I end up that motherfucker was total fuck up. I end up busting that motherfucker down. U.S. legal tender paper will always be used. The one probably not gonna replace it. So, been seeing a lot of people talk about that leading to the FedNow thing. Like they finna release the FedNow finna release a new digital payment system. Let me see who got the shortest video on this shit. Remarks by Vice Chair Bernard on FedNow. Cause I think the Fed wire is ACH, and that's what pay will be taking 3 days. They didn't create some new shit now. This shit 6 minutes. I like coin this. They might break it down better. Let me just get the gist of it. All right, mute my mic. Make sure I don't forget to mute it. Unmute it when it's done.
We got to talk about our overlords, the Federal Reserve, which are looking to launch FedNow, a banking program that they've been working on for the last few years. They debuted this mostly in 2020, and they've been tinkering with it. In July of 2023, they're going to launch this. It's essentially a payment program that will allow banks and others to move dollars through the Federal Reserve System very, very quickly. It's not quite a CBDC, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a second, but it's a step in that direction where you're able to move and settle and clear dollars very quickly through the financial system. For now, it's mainly going to be between the Federal Reserve and financial intermediaries that sign up for it, like a banking partner. But in the future, it can be used for settling things as simple as a bill. Why would you use something like this? Well, you might want to have the backing of the Federal Reserve. You might not want to be trusting these banks right now. And I think the Fed has noticed this. They've been working on this program for quite a while, and it's kind of an inauspicious moment for it to launch. I really want to get your take on this. I want to see the tinfoil hat come out. I want to see it all.
Okay, I'll put on my tinfoil hat for you. So, I mean, when we're looking at a system like this, there's a couple of different things here. First off, people clearly want instant transactions, right? One of the things that's characterized our banking system, though, is that it really is built on top of the commercial banks. Even the Federal Reserve actually has shareholders.
For that, I don't need that. I just need them to explain it to me. But yeah, FedNow. With the United States government, you never know. This FedNow can be some other shit. They've been working on it for years. Everything to supersede crypto. To try to knock crypto on out the way. I talk about that every episode. The government can't control crypto. Though it would like to. But FedNow, some cool shit, some new tech the government working on. You probably don't use this shit. I don't even know how idea you using it. Look at Zelle, bank. Motherfucker be using this shit. That's probably what FedNow is. I think that's gonna be the background of something like ACH payments, where you use your bank account to pay a bill or buy something. Some things take about 2 or 3 days, 3 days at the max. Some places like taking another day. But FedNow, it's a cool thing we can play around with. I don't see it as the end of the world. The government come out July. Like I said, we're gonna start seeing it move. I think things might be built on top of it. This shit ain't gonna be called FedNow. We want to pay some money to FedNow, like ACH. I don't look at ACH payments. We don't even know what that stands for. Like I said, I think that's FedWire. That's all. Everybody agree. I read this recently. I cannot remember why we got to ACH payments. Because over time it was just too slow to move money until everybody agreed. I cannot remember what book I read that in. Was it? I think it was the Metaverse. That Metaverse book. But yeah, it broke down why we use payments, ACH payments. But FedNow gonna be some cool shit to look at. Like I said, the government wants to see what money you got. They'll see how much money you got. That shit ain't no big deal to them. What's next? 10 minutes in. What's next in the news? What I want to look at? I look at the kids walking out. We talked about money. I'm gonna say this other thing for last. Yeah, let's talk about that. We gonna. I could expound just a couple words on this. Blackstone CEO, one of the world's richest man. No, I said, look on Valley Bank really failed. People on iPhones. I came across this right before I started. I'll say this. Silicon. Well, I read the whole goddamn thing. This guy said he managed $975 billion assets. His company, Blackstone. He the CEO. He's Steve Schwarzman. He said the fucking issue, like what everybody know, it wasn't that these folks doing anything illegal. It just that a panic got caused on Twitter, caused people to put billions of dollars out, caused the bank run. They caused the bank run. They caused the bank to go insolvent, but they wasn't doing nothing illegal. The money they had in the mortgage back, I cannot remember I said risky assets, like they said, and risky assets, wasn't so much as bad. They just wasn't expecting it. They wasn't expecting everybody to do that. Like, damn, we thought to trust you. They wasn't expecting everybody to do that. So that's why I felt, because everybody on Twitter, like you said, people on iPhones. I remember thinking I heard some Silicon Valley Bank, but I don't know. But shit, if motherfuckers start ACH, because motherfuckers were doing ACH payments, ACH and millions of payments out of there. Because it's supposed to be an open bank. You're supposed to be able to move your money in and out of there. If everybody do this shit, I was reading stories of people moving different wires out of there and shit at the same time. Didn't really need no help. Just go log into their account and moving that shit out of there. I think by Friday, that shit was insolvent. But the United States said they're going to back everybody money. And Silicon Valley's still going strong. I can't remember who bought them. That brand's still strong. That's what they bought. I think the government gave them a loan to buy them. But yeah, people on iPhones. He should say people on Twitter. You want to say Twitter? People on Twitter. People on computers. See, the people on iPhones. People on computers. An iPhone is a computer. The phone is just a feature on the computer. But yeah, everybody ran out the money. My thoughts on this, I agree with him. He almost had $1 trillion worth of assets. It's just an idea. Do he really have that money? It's an idea. $975 billion. Still important for banks to get a grasp on how the crisis could affect them. And was that a crisis? Was that a crisis? The motherfucker knew how to finesse the system. Okay, what's next? Kids walked out of school in Memphis today to protest the same thing that Nashville shit about gun violence. That shit crazy. I don't think I talked about this before, especially on no podcast. In the 2000s, we had walked out of school too in Memphis, East High School. We walked out of school for some mold shit. It was some mold shit at school. And a dude had died and had asthma from this shit. His son passed away. It's crazy because I still remember the main face in my head, what he looked like. Not that I remember, my memories are good like that. But he, I'm gonna play this, hold on. But before I play this, he, died of asthma, and then it was mold in school. I don't remember no mold in school at fucking all. But everybody was outside the school in the track over there at East High School in the middle of the field and shit protesting. They brought some vans. It's crazy. I feel like they rented the vans and said we was gonna get in the vans. Now that I think about it, police just don't have fucking paddy wagons, especially 2000, just put everybody in vans. So we stood out there for a couple of hours protesting. I do my fingers like this. Protesting. Nigga was rapping in circles and some more shit. And eventually, we went back to the hood. And I remember playing basketball. We went on tour playing basketball. Like, a lot of folks just at the house anyway. And they had basketball, the little porta basketball goes outside. And we just played basketball at this house. We went to a whole nother house, played basketball there. The whole day. Fucking off. We were fucking off the whole day. protesting. So yeah, these kids, they may be different. They may be different. They protesting gun violence, but they in Memphis. That's all I'm gonna say. In Memphis, oh shit, is it muted? Unmute. Let me turn on my. Let me mute my mic.
Seeing the
Hold on. Let me mute my mic.
pictures of students protesting, asking for stricter gun laws in Nashville. Today, students in Memphis joined in. Fox 13's Dakari Turner is live in East Memphis. Dakari, they have a strong message.
Indeed, students at Crosstown Concourse High School streamed out of classes and joined with hundreds of others across the country demanding stricter gun laws. This time, they say they hope that their voices are enough for change.
We are advocating for common sense.
Impassioned speeches at Crosstown Concourse Wednesday afternoon as some 200 students streamed from classrooms at Crosstown High for a walkout in protest of what they say are lax state gun laws.
The truth is that arming teachers is not the solution.
At the age of 9 years old, I lost my brother, Tyre Johnson.
Holding signs for Students Demand Action, a student arm of Moms Demand Action, they were joined by anti-violence activist Stevie Moore, his son murdered years ago.
I've been to over 100 funerals since my son been killed. From 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5 years old, 11 years old, and seeing them laying in that casket.
Anna Calvo and Meredith LaRue are organizers.
When I was in middle school, doing lockdown drills were terrifying for me, but I was very young and wasn't understanding why.
The fuck? That's how I'm looking at the shit. Man, you don't get your ass on somewhere, man. Talking about school lockdowns. Memphis gonna break the homicide record this year. And it ain't gonna be because of school shootings. Better believe it. The fuck got the paper printed out already. The activists there. I just see things a little different. I see things a little different. I'm in the mix. And I don't think it's school shootings. Memphis a little different. Like I said, the girl went up there, shot up the Christian school, killed 39 years old, killed 3 other people. It's crazy shit I ever seen. The enemy of the state ass CIA ass shit. The girl choosing to do this shit. On hinge, everything perfect, laid out. She and left a message on Instagram. And shot her people up to the window. Police took her out so easily. Okay. This is a little dead like when I was in school. See, we demanding. They got the paper printed out. Moms against, what they said, Students Against Action. It's an arm of Mom Against Action. Non-profits. Crosstown High, they already there. The folks walk there, no police, no issue. Out there standing around. Fucking off. This is exactly what I would have been doing. We get out of school early today. Yeah, we're protesting. I'm finna go fuck off. That's what I'm finna go do. I'm finna go fuck off. Shit, that's just what it be. So the white girls I turned that shit off. I'm finna go fuck off. Y'all can demand some action. I'm finna go fuck off. Hope a nigga don't shoot my ass. Man, I seen the car wash. We're gonna talk about that in the podcast, but I seen the car wash where a nigga shot a nigga car wash, took nigga Cadillac. I seen a picture of a nigga right before he about to walk up on a motherfucker, take nigga kid. Stop the gun violence. Stop the gun violence. That's so simple. That's a simple word. You need to specifically add what the fuck you want. Like, specific. I want this motherfucker, this motherfucker. But yeah. Gave a little shout out to man. I want somebody give a fuck. What's next on the agenda? I came across this store right here on Tennessee Lookout. about a black farmer who's selling his land. Excited by the project, but to say the state's offered them a fraction of what their land is worth. Got the sad picture up here. I read this shit, man. They offering them niggas $37,000 for, I'm just gonna skim it. $37,000 for 10 acres of land. $10 acres of land, $37,000, $3,750 an acre. And them niggas like, we holding out. We want the, I said, and they ain't even building shit. The government want to give them their money. They running a highway to that shit to get to Blue Oval. They want to cut through that shit. They don't give them $37,000. The whole thing of this business is what this gonna be. You just gotta pay. If I was the government, give them niggas give them 90, 100,000, 90 or 100K. Give them the 100K, send them off. You want the 10 acres, give them 100K, give them 10K a piece, be done with the shit. This listing is on the market for $14.5 million. And exuberant jump in value from the 10,000 acre ask price years ago. So 70 acres of vacant land near Forbes was $10,000 an acre. What 14.5 million in? Let me do the numbers on it. Let me bring my calculator up. Let me bring my calcy. Okay. 14.5. I should have asked Siri get him 14.500. Damn, I gotta add another zero because it's 14, right? 14.5. Yeah. Okay. 14.5 million divided by 70. Hell no. Motherfucker at 14. That's $207,000 per acre. Shit, you gonna have to get a nigga to 100, 150. Them niggas know their worth. I feel like shit. If I try to get them niggas 37,000. Let's say you get 120. 120 per acre. Cause them niggas finna get for the 70. I got 10. Shit. For 10. That 1.2 million. I give them 100, 150. I feel like don't go higher than like, cause them niggas trying to be well off. This is just the sad picture. They trying to be well off. They got 10 acres. They said the population, they from a population of 400 people. Sugar down in Stanton, Tennessee. I read something, they said they found with sharecrop some shit. The produce ran through predominantly black-owned properties in Tempton, Haywood, including Sanders Land and Haywood County. Many of the families being sued knew each other before. Those that didn't have met in community meetings, some organized with the help of local. Seeking 35 separate tracts either through purchase or eminent domain in order to construct a series of road connections and widenings that will link the 4,100-acre Blue Oval 4 campus to the new exit 39 of I-4 to accommodate throngs of workers and truck traffic. Thus far, the state have taken possession of 15 tracts. Jesus! 2 through court proceedings. Nicholas Lawrence is supposed to say the remaining 2 checks. Lawrence said the state is in negotiation with property owners. It's unclear how many landowners the state has sued. In Hayward County alone, court records show the state has filed 7 lawsuits seeking to take property for the new interchange. Jesus! I'm trying to take them folks shit. Give them the money. Give them the money. It's a new day and age. You got to play with your diversity and inclusion money. You got to pay them niggas. The fuck? Get some money from Ford. I'm sure Ford got a diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion money. Get it out of that. This the diversity and inclusion right here. Make them niggas wealthy. Diversity and inclusion. Ford. Diversity and inclusion. They're trying to give out scholarships and shit. Where the money? Fun. Diversion includes Ford funding. Let me go to the Ford Foundation. Is the Ford Foundation the actual cause? The Ford. There's a bunch of bullshit. Ford Foundation. Let's just type in Ford Motor or Ford Motors. I don't know what the hell the Ford Foundation is. Ford Motors. Yes. There you go. Ford name to. It was January. That's why I hate bits and the way companies work and shit. Everybody doing they fucking. I don't think shit get too big. Pay the money. I put my hands on. Ain't like you getting strong on them. This one and done. Pay the money. No, I hate this diverse inclusion shit. You don't see nothing about it. Respectful culture. They got these folks in boxes. You can work for Ford, nigga. We don't get no money out. We'll pay the nigga. Blue over, so you gotta get in on it. Get them niggas one of them electric trucks or something. Shit. This the thing. This the PR. Shit. I feel like you can put that little million together. You can put that million. I feel like with $1 million, you can get a niggas a truck. You get them 100,000. Get somebody in there and talk to them. Well, I don't even know why this shit going through court. Diversity and inclusion bullshit. Hate it. Shit get my blood boiling. Can't read that story. That shit sad. I'm still laughing, but I'm from the city. I'm a city boy. My dad ain't give me a piece of land. Ooh, it was already taken up. Where the Knicks? Okay. My favorite little feel good story. Can I click on it? Get a little feel good story. Got a little video too. Bring that up. Yeah. The Bitcoin white paper appears to be hidden in every Apple Mac computer running Mac OS Catalina or newer. Just found this out tonight. This is not no motherfucking lie. I just went and found this shit, and I'm on a Mac right now. An old Mac, a Mac 2012. I think the highest I go is Catalina, which is strange. That's the highest, older shit can go, Catalina. And lo and behold, I got that motherfucker. I copied it right quick, put it on desktop, before they tried to delete it. Delete the file. They got iCloud and shit. They move that shit about your file. I got it on this. I took iCloud off this shit. They got the fucking Bitcoin white paper on this shit. Let me see. See, can I share it? Hold on. Let me share this shit. And they got the Bitcoin white paper. Hold on. Let me show you my copy of mine. Streamlabs. Show you my copy. Window capture. Can I just use this one? I ain't gonna make no new plans. Everything's still new to me. See, I don't see it, so I ain't gonna do it that way. I'm gonna mute this one. Hold on. Show you my copy. Window capture. Gotta show the new stuff up there. I only been using this program. I just had to figure out how to use this program. What is it? Less than a week ago. But at this time, a year ago, I didn't even know how to use this. Now I'm using it. There we go. Here's my white paper. This is my white paper that was hidden inside of my Mac. I went and got it and copied it. You know, before they tried to delete this shit. So yeah, this is my it's a, like I said, a neat little trick. To me, this look a big deal. I don't know about everybody else. I know some nerd shit, but this look a big deal to me. Wait a minute, hold on. I ain't even heard it. Wait a minute, let me put my webcam back up. Okay, and I'll mute this. Yes, this is my white paper. I told them a Bitcoin Max and to see this shit. This crazy. This shit tickle my fancy. The fucking white paper is on this motherfucker. The Bitcoin white paper on every Mac OS. You can't remove these. They can go in the build and try to remove it now and update everybody else shit, but this shit crazy. And it will reveal tonight. Why the fuck is the Bitcoin white paper? My mind is blown. Why is the Bitcoin white paper inside of Mac OS? It's built to computer. Imagine if Windows OS, you bought your computer already, right? And inside of the file system, if you click through and shit, it was some futuristic shit. This on there, just a futuristic shit to me. That the Bitcoin white paper on every Mac OS. What the hell? Like I said, they might use iCloud to move this shit. I don't think they backed that up though. Like I said, I took my shit off iCloud. It's already out there. I'll leave it alone. This shit crazy. But yeah, my mind is blown by absolutely this. This is a revelation. Bitcoin white paper is on the fucking Mac OS. But yeah, I'm gonna end the night on that note. Dun 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 dun. The Bitcoin white paper on the Mac OS. But yeah, I ain't gotta say the date.